this was a Mega Mirror Now exclusive, and my colleague Ayushman Kumar, in fact, was bringing that interview with the COVID Task Force Working Group Chairman, Dr. N.K. Arora, where Dr. Arora went ahead and said that India is right now witnessing the third wave, but there is no need to panic. My colleague Ayushman, in fact, joins me live on the broadcast. Ayushman, very important things that... All right, we seem to have lost that link with Ayushman. We will go back to Ayushman in just a bit. But meanwhile, let me just take you through what exactly this important interview entail, where Dr. N.K. Arora, who is the COVID Task Force Working Group Chief, he's mentioned a very, very important point here, that India currently is experiencing a third wave. He's also said that Delhi has seen over 70% Omicron cases in genomic sequencing, and Mumbai and Bengaluru are at over 50%. Now, he also goes ahead and says that we are going to, in fact, the Delta variant will be replacing I beg your pardon, the Omicron variant will now be replacing the Delta variant very soon. And other things, amid the other things, he's also mentioned that 90% of the beds in India remain vacant, which also speaks about the intensity and the impact of the Omicron variant in the country. My colleague Ayushman, who took that exclusive interview with Dr. N.K. Arora, is on the phone line on the broadcast with me. Ayushman, very, very important points that Dr. Arora was making over there. Just break it down for us.
Well, the first question that we had was that the cases were at around 5,000, and now we are seeing the cases at about more than 30,000 for second consecutive day. And in fact, if you see today, the numbers are close to 40,000. So is it a third wave? And that has been clearly asserted that yes, the third wave's advent is here. Of course, the ministry and the government officials are saying that there is no need to panic because the hospitalization rate remains low. Over 90% of the beds are currently empty. But given the surge that we are witnessing, exponential rise is expected, and somewhere we are going to see a tweaking of hospitalization guidelines also. Earlier we saw people even with asymptomatic condition, they used to get themselves admitted. That is something which is going to change, and it is an assertion that somewhere the case rise which is happening with the Omicron spreading very fastly in metropolitans like National Capital, where it has about 80% presence in genomic sequencing samples. In Mumbai and Bengaluru, it is in over 50% of samples. So Omicron is spreading in the metropolitans, and that is the reason why the acceptance is somewhere from the government side that this is the third wave which we are witnessing right now. It has started in India.
Right, Ayushman. So it was pretty much in line with that very important statement that WHO made, where they said that the world, in fact, will be experiencing a COVID tsunami because this is the Delta variant along with the Omicron variant that we are looking at. And Dr. N.K. Sharma, they're actually going ahead and saying that, you know, Omicron is now going to supersede the Delta variant.
It will, of course, Agreya. If you look at the situation right now, it is 3 more times transmissible than Delta. So, of course, if a vehicle is running at a speed of 10 and the other vehicle is running at the speed of 30, you are going to see an exponential jump. And that is why it has been made clear by the COVID Task Force Chief that this is going to be a dominant variant in future. Of course, the exponential rise which is going to be there, a small fraction of that is definitely going to be in the hospitals. How prepared are our healthcare infrastructure? That remains to be seen. At least it is being said right now that oxygen supply has been augmented. We are not going to see the oxygen deficiency. But right now the problem is that we are comparing it with the peak of second wave. The way in which the cases are rising, if you see the reproduction number, it is well above 1. So somewhere the spread is going to be exponential is what we are being told. And also that the Delta variant will eventually be replaced by Omicron because the kind of transmissibility it has. And that's why you are seeing high number of cases from different metropolitan cities and different states as well.
Right, Ayushman, in fact, talking about the COVID infra over there, Dr. Arora clearly mentions that 90% of the beds remain vacant. Is he talking about the oxygen beds or otherwise?
Well, it is about overall health infrastructure, and of course, oxygen beds are included in that. We wanted to know as to what is happening in hospitalization, because as per our sources in AIIMS Delhi, at least in last 72 hours, we have seen over 50 hospitalizations. So it is not that hospital numbers are not going up. Of course, the rate of hospitalization, what we saw in Delta, is definitely less as compared to that of Omicron. But we wanted to have that clarity as to what is happening in hospitalization front. That's where Dr. Arora's comment has come, and in that he has made it clear that more than 90% of the bed augmented strength of India is still lying vacant. Though the numbers have just started to surge, it is we are talking about only 40,000 of cases. If you look at the projections, the numbers are very high. Of course, he didn't comment upon projection because it's an infectious disease. You can never predict how high it would go. But right now, he has made it clear that hospitalization as of now is less, and that is something why people should not panic. Mask remains the most important thing, but at the same time, you also see rallies taking place. So that will something be deciding as to how India incorporates the COVID-appropriate behavior in coming days, because in mid of January and in starting of February, that remains the crucial time when we are going to see this surge, is what sources are telling us.